All right, welcome to another episode of HalfCourt Trap Playoff Edition. I'm your host, of course, Big Mike on the Big Mike and Little Ant channel. Of course, we got our panel here, Jeff. Jeff got some new equipment, so you hear him very, very well this week. Whatnot. And our guy, Toby. Jordan is out, and Robbie, of course, is our special guest who's MIA this week. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. Just want to kind of do a weekly show as the playoffs are going on, so nothing long. Real quick, just a few questions, few topics, and we're gonna move right along. So first thing is the Nets and Bucks are in the second round, and the Bucks are down 2-0 unexpectedly from a lot of people. So as the series is right now, do you think they got a chance to come back? Go ahead, Toby, since you're smiling over there.
They don't have a chance to come back. They ruined their chances, going down 0-2, even without Harden. It just shows so much that they lost those games. But we'll see if they can make some adjustments, I thought this would be the team that gave them the hardest, chance, because I feel like no one else in the East is going to be able to, stop them at all. Bucks had a different team this year, and the way that it's been handled has just been embarrassing, to be honest. I know the Nets are good, but they are showing no type of fight back at all. Like, they're getting kicked and they're staying down. So we'll see what happens in Game 3. But right now, no. I mean, they're not going to come back and win the series. Like, Nets are going to win the series like everybody predicted, really.
For sure. How many games do the Bucks going to get? Toby?
I want them to get 3 so it could go to 7, but it's not going to happen. I think realistically, max games they'll get. I'm still going to give them a benefit of the doubt. I still think they're a good team. I still think they're going to maybe win a game. Two games. I'm going to give them 2 games. I'm going to say they're going to win at home, and then maybe they'll probably win in, I don't know, maybe these next 2 games. I don't know. But I'm going to say 2.
All right, Jeff. I know what you think already.
Yeah. I'm going to stick to the script. And no, the Nets, they going to take it. The Bucks ain't got a chance. I was looking at the ratings. Now, the Bucks basically been averaging like 110 points at the defensive rating all year. Until May, they went up to like 117. Right now, the Bucks are only at 104.6 in their 6 games in the playoffs for a defensive rating, and the Nets are at 111. So for some reason, it's like the tides turned, and now, of course, KD is unstoppable. We already know how that works. Without James Harden, I really think Kyrie and KD work better together without Harden. I don't know. The chemistry there just looks real nice. They get a ball to each other, and they get those others involved. You got Brown. He averaging, pretty good points and good minutes. Shamet was finally starting to hit some shots. Harris was trying to find the rhythm. I think that, like Toby said, the door closed on the Bucks, man. Middleton going 0 for 8 in the beginning of the last game. Only, he shot basically almost 50% into the game, but starting slow like that against a team that's already coming out cooking, it's just not going to help them, man. I don't think home cooking is going to help the Bucks.
Okay, I disagree. I think home cooking is what they need, especially the role players. Middleton is 14 for 43 in the series. That's just horrible or whatever. And, he's showing again that he's not a real number 2 and whatnot. We're just getting paid like one. I do want to see Drew step up a little bit more, but they got to punish him on the inside. They got to take advantage of where the Nets are weak at. They can't play their game. You can't shoot with the Nets. You're never going to win like that. So take advantage of where they're at. I think they will do that, moving forward. But we do got to see like Toby said, what kind of adjustments can they make and whatnot? What will they at least try to do? Well, we'll get into this later, but with the coach, he got to do something. He can't just like stick to the script. If I were him, I might go small. I might keep Giannis in there and start Portis maybe, something like that. Because Lopez slow or whatever. So
that's playing right into the Bucks' hand though. I mean, that's playing right into the Nets' hand. They get up and down the court. They want to get a high volume of shots throughout the game.
Correct. So you got to have somebody get them down with him. Lopez is slow. So that's why I might switch up and stuff like that.
I'm shocked that you're saying that, Mike, because, we come from the old age of basketball where, like you said, you punish them in the paint until they submit. I
punish him with Giannis still. I don't need to
punish
him.
No way.
You can punish him. I think you can. I think you can punish him with Giannis if you get Lopez out the way. Then you got Portis.
Yeah.
Spread the floor. He could come inside a little bit.
Yeah. He's 6'9", 6'10".
Like
Giannis free throw shooting is going to keep him. He doesn't want to get fouled. He doesn't want to go to the line.
Bro, but he's going to get buckets regardless.
He's going to be in the paint.
Right. He's broken a little bit. I'm starting to see little kinks in the armor with Giannis, man. I mean, this is
Middleton won't shoot that bad at home. That's what you see. I mean, Middleton was cooking the Heat or whatever. He'll get back to at least shooting a little bit better. I don't feel like it's over, man. I feel like the Bucks get the next 2 at home, and I feel like it might go 7.
No. 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 KD can take one of them on the road.
Let me tell you something else, yo. PJ does a decent job on KG. He be getting in foul trouble early and stuff like that.
Then that's not a decent job.
No, but he get in foul trouble on like moving screens and nonsense and shit like that. Or whatever.
Like, you're right. Dumb fouls that he takes him and gets and it takes him out the game.
I know.
If they want anything to happen, they gotta stick with this big lineup and they gotta kill the Nets inside. The Nets have nobody.
Well, they're going to, because that's what Bud going to do, and he likes Lopez, whatever like that. So I agree. If they're going to do it, yes. But if you're going to keep it big, then throw it down low every call, play inside out, old school, like you said. You know what I mean? Stop this fucking. I don't know what the fuck this driving.
They're trying to play the Nets game, and it's not working.
Right. Yeah, and I could definitely see that. And get Brett Forbes more time. He'll get enough minutes out there, stuff like that. He gets buckets, stuff like that. I will play him before I play Connaughton. Actually, honestly, stuff like that. So, Forbes can shoot, bro. Like that. So, but it's gonna be tough. I think they can win or whatever like that. But if they don't win, it's time for Bud to go. What do you think? What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I was calling for that. Definitely. I think it was time for Bud to go. These superstars in the NBA now need a coach, either a new coach that's used to the new game or a proven vet that's going to definitely take you where you got to go. And Bud is neither. He had all them years in Atlanta, not much success. He came to Milwaukee. They can't get to the chip. I mean, this team was supposed to be in the chip 2 years ago. And 2 years straight, they should have been in the chip. So I think it's time for a new voice for Giannis. I think somebody needs to push Giannis harder. Make him elevate his game, work on that 3 game, make sure them free throws are solid. And Bud ain't really it. And, like I said, like you said, Middleton, I think Middleton has the potential to be it too, but he's not getting maximized. Like, why isn't Middleton on the block when he's getting these? He's already 6'8". Like, all the defenders, he should be punishing them, like, no matter what. But the Bud Holder just isn't pushing the right buttons. And like you said, Forbes is really, he lights out, man. He went from lights out shooting the first series, then they kind of put him on a pine, took some of his minutes away, I guess thinking that he wasn't going to be able to keep up with the Nets, but you got to score against the Nets. Putting in Connaughton to try to play defense on Kyrie is eating him like shrimp, man, like gumbo. and it's not working because Connaughton can't give you the offense Forbes can. So,
correct. Yeah.
But either better, this is it. It's either this series or he done. He going to join Stotts.
Yeah, he might be packing his bags like Stotts was, whatever like that. We'll see though. What you think, Toby? Did you keep him or no? If they
I remember a few weeks ago we had a question about him, and I was like, I always said it depended on how he went out. Like I was if he took if he took the Nets 7 games and he went hard, then. But I don't know, the way it's looking right now, he might really have to go. I mean, they're down 2-0.
It was down by 50 the other day. That's crazy as hell.
Yo. What? That didn't even make sense. And they're healthy, like no one's injured. That's their team. But I think he's gonna have to go. If they don't go to 7, he's gonna have to go. I think. Like you said, you predicted 7. I'm not predicting 7.
I'm not.
And the fact is, if they get 2 games and they still go out in 6 games, it's still gonna be a disappointment because they still lost those. It was down 50 in the series. They got to force this to go 7 if he want to keep his job. So the way he's looking right now, he's going to get fired. I mean, I don't see them going to 7. So
I think if they don't, I agree with you. Maybe if they go on a close 7-game loss, maybe. But if not anything beyond that, he got to go. Like Jeff said, it's been 2-3 years. They had the best record in the East 2 years in a row. We got the back-to-back MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. A couple of those years, Middleton was an All-Star or whatever. Now they got Drew. So they added Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, and Bobby Portis, and they're still going out in the second round. But like you said, like this, and you made that statement, Toby, when you thought Nets would have Harden. They didn't got no Harden or whatever like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like that.
Yeah.
So there's no way they should be down by 50 to a team in the playoff game. Like that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
In the last 3 years, the wins for the Milwaukee Bucks went 60, 56, 46. Like the trend is on the wall. Like they're not really receptive to him as much. And I know we played 72 games this year, minus 10 or whatever the case may be. But I mean, still, like,
they probably would have like 52, so it's still a downward trend.
it's still downward trend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you, and I mean, I don't think Giannis need a 3. I think he's need a good quality, at least like 15, 16 footer or something like that, mid range. Yeah, exactly, Kobe.
I like his mid range. I like his mid range.
Nah, it's so trash.
It's not consistent. But when he get rolling, and that's what I don't like about Giannis.
He never gets rolling. He made one of the.
Well, his whole game. When his whole game gets rolling, he'll hit a couple of those mid-range pull-ups. Like, all right. But if he's like not,
okay, he need one you can count on. Like we need a bucket, go get us a jumper, or whatever. Like Kawhi, you can count on that shit, or whatever, like that. Or KD, like, you know what I mean? We need to get a bucket and shit like that. Giannis need at least that. The 3, they got him taking 4 threes a game. That's just ridiculous, or whatever, like that. Like, for him. Come on, man. And it's be horrible looking. And they're playing, and Blake is playing so far back, it's disrespectful.
You gotta go put Blake in the post.
Correct. Exactly. Like,
I disrespect Blake like that, yo.
You can still post him up. I'm not saying he's washed like Mike, but you can still post him up. Bamboozled everybody.
He's still a decent NBA player. All right, he ain't washed.
Just dunked on Giannis like it was nothing.
He did.
Giannis. Like,
did.
He's a good pick and pop guy right now. Whatever like that. He ain't what he used to be, or whatever like that. But they was low key though, they was saving him, I feel like, or whatever. So
he was saving himself, bro. He was doing nothing in Detroit on purpose, bro. He came here. That's easy dunks, and like,
he do be wide open shots,
wide open. Everything is easy. All you gotta do is finish.
He hasn't dunked as much in a while either.
Mm-hmm.
He's dunking a lot. He hasn't dunked much in a lot.
Because they open dunk, the lane is wide open, like Toby just said, or whatever. Like that.
I mean, he was open in Detroit, I'm sure, sometimes, and was still laying it up.
That's true. I mean, he
wasn't jumping his highest. He was playing around, bro.
He was playing around. He wasn't happy though. I think he's happier now. And I mean, if he's smart, he'll take whatever they offer him and stay there next year or whatever.
Most likely do that, bro. I already know he's gonna do that. They'll be unbeatable for the foreseeable future.
I don't know. They might have to offer him because he's no defensive presence at all. Like,
if they win the chip,
they better not run it back with the same players. They better not do that. Like,
nah, I mean, I would get one more big because Claxton actually not too bad. Whatever.
So it's Blake for DeAndre.
DeAndre got to go.
Okay.
Blake, easy.
Yeah, DeAndre should have been gone. He should have never came.
He about to get his easy ring, get his ring, and get out to be done.
Yeah, if they win a chip, he got to go. But yeah, I'm with Toby, foreseeable future, because don't forget Dinwiddie's still in waiting. He's coming back or whatever like that.
Forget about him.
People forget he's on their team, right?
They're gonna be closing with him. Imagine if they closing with all that offense. You can't leave nobody open.
No,
nobody open at all.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Can't even do that now.
No. Like, I think people forget how good Dinwiddie is too right now. But anyway, next series, Jazz and Clippers, man. So I mean, last night was a great game. I don't know if y'all was asleep or not, but I watched the whole thing. Yeah, whatever. It was a good game. Went to the end. Jazz wound up pulling it out. So before I get to my fourth question, my third question is, who y'all got in this series now? Even though Jazz are at 1-0.
Man, I don't know. This is probably Donovan Mitchell just continued to elevate his game, and it's shocking to me because during the regular season, the Jazz had an offensive rating of 117.3 without Mitchell, but with Mitchell, it was 118.8. So I'm just kind of like, okay, that's a small margin.
Well, they broke the record for most threes or something like this.
Yeah, but that's still a small margin. You would think he would account, or their offensive rating would be a lot better, but he's so good, man. Like, he's so good, like, right now. And D Wade knew what he was doing, trying to get up in there.
It ain't about Mitchell. It's about the series. What do you got?
Yeah. I'm understanding. Mitchell was such a catalyst because of the fact that, he drives that engine. And him and Kawhi cancel each other out. So I think it's a toss-up, man. It's definitely, in my mind, going 7 games. The Bucks, the Jazz have Gobert. And I'm not saying Gobert is a game changer, but he's somebody at the rim. The Clippers don't really have nobody in the paint. You know what I'm saying? The Jazz shoot the lights out. They got Ingles. They got Clarkson playing out of his mind. I don't know who steals he done snatched. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you like in LA? I'm mad at Sel Clarkson.
I know you are, because he could have definitely bridged the gap. But he playing lights out right now. And it's really hard to say who will win. If I got to give the upper hand, I'm gonna say the Clippers, only because Kawhi, he know when to turn it on. Like he know when to go cyborg mode. And if it get to a 7th game, we know he gonna show up. We know Paul ain't gonna show up. Reggie Jackson might make an appearance. Don't get it twisted. I said that at the beginning of the season. Everybody tried to clown me, but it's all good. I got the Clippers in 7 if it goes 7.
Toby,
I'm gonna go with the Utah Jazz.
you
pretty
had
simple.
you had the Jazz last year or somewhere.
I really picked the Jazz to get to that. They really did the thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
The Jazz will get there. It's pretty simple. Paul George. I don't trust him. And I won't trust him against this Utah team. They're obviously good. They hit a lot of threes. They didn't have Mike yesterday, Mike Conley. To take the ball out of Donovan's hands sometimes. Because sometimes I feel like he has the ball too much. Yeah. And all he do really is just go get a bucket. If you don't get a bucket, it's just, enough for the team, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to say they're going to win this in like maybe 6 games. I don't believe in Paul George. Yesterday, I thought that game they were supposed to win, to be honest. Like, the beginning of that game was crazy. Utah got up in front, and then all of a sudden, the Clippers came, and Utah could not get a bucket. And you know how I knew the Clippers are possibly still going to lose a game? When they didn't blow them out from that point. Yeah, Utah stayed in that game. They
missed 20
straight shots because you know what they were doing? Jacking threes the whole time they were down. They kept shooting threes. They kept coming up picks, shooting threes. And then they gave them life. They were still in the game, so they end up coming back and taking the game over. If the games are close, the Clippers will choke. They will not close the deal. Okay, they have to be leading. They have to be winning the game when it's 2 minutes left. If they're winning the game with 2 minutes left, then it's possible they might win. But I still think they're going to be shaky down the stretch, and Utah going to win the series in 6 games.
And I echo Toby, man. I'm going with the Jazz too. Can you hear me?
Yeah. When you get closer, it's when they muffle.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with the Jazz too. I feel like that watching that game, what the problem with the Clippers are? They got too many players, and I feel like Ty Lue, he don't always pick the right lineup in there. Like last night, Luke Kennard was getting cooked, and he kept him in there like the whole 4th quarter. I'm like, bro, take this white dude out the game. Like, you can't guard nobody or whatever. Like that. I was so mad, like, watching it. And it's like, but last series, like, Ty Lue be, like, all over the place with his lineup. Like go what got you there. Like, you seen when you didn't play Kennard that much, and then you didn't play Pat Bev that much, you won, right? This game, they didn't play Terrence Mann the whole second half. Terrence Mann won them the Dallas series, whatever like that. I'm like, bro, I'm so inconsistent. Like, it makes me so mad, bro. Now, Cousins was a good thing, and I think Zubac will be big in this series as well. But I'm with Toby. I don't think they choke. I think they don't have a good offense when it comes down to a close. I don't think the offense is good. I just think it's like Kawhi or PG. PG, he's fucking pathetic P instead of fucking playoff P. Because, I swear, I'm at a point now when he shoots, I'm like, that's off. Because he misses so many shots. It's ridiculous. And he can't even get past Gobert on a switch. I'm like, come on, man. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, it's bad.
Yo, now, I think it's up there with PG for real. Just want to
I think so too.
I think part of it in his head, but I think part of it is the way the team's set up. He's not allowed to shoot his way out of a slump. So, like, Donovan will keep shooting. Donovan will keep shooting the whole night. Like, he won't stop at all or whatever like that. Where PG got to take turns. So if he missed 2 in a row, he might not get another shot for 10 minutes. Then, like, he can keep shooting. Where I feel like that's I feel like PG would be better. It's weird to say this as a number 1 than on a team with a lot of players or whatever like that. I'm telling you, because he don't get a rhythm because he don't get to keep shooting or whatever like that. Donovan shot 30 shots last night, bro. Yeah. But at one point he was 5
for 30. That's 50% almost, man.
But at one point he was 5-14. But he was able to keep shooting 30 shots.
Yeah. Okay.
PG shot 15. I'm saying he don't get the chance to shoot his way out of slumps. And I mean, some players, Kobe always said it. He gets you out of slump, keep shooting or whatever like that. Same thing Booker does. Same thing Tatum. Tatum be shooting mad shots, shit like that. Like that. PG, if you ever look at his boxes, like they talk about, he was 4 for 15. 15. That's not a lot of shots. If you're a shooting guard or whatever like that. And I'm not saying he should be more efficient, but whatever. But because of that, though, I feel like they won't beat the Jazz. Gobert, like Jordan crazy, like, about Gobert. Gobert, nobody goes inside on Gobert, yo. He changes, he alters. Everybody's scared to go in there. I would play Zubac more in this series because it's a big to a big. And Zubac be having mad energy, yo. I kind of like him.
Because he's always resting, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
That's true. But with the Jazz, they need Conley back. They had Ingles playing the point last night, which is ridiculous or whatever. I don't know how the hell y'all lost a game with Ingles playing the point guard, but that's
You run the pick and roll, bro. You're nice.
Real well. And he can shoot, man.
Yeah.
Man, I would press him 94 feet. It's Joe Ingles.
Right.
Like,
you're right. That's who Pat Bev should be on the whole night. Like lock him up.
They let him bring the ball up and shit on casual and then set up the pick and roll. But I would press his ass 94 feet. Like, I wish I was out there coaching. Swear to God. Sometimes.
It's funny that you said that, though. Like, you're right. I don't even know what the Clippers offense look like.
Right.
Like, what's that run? Like, what's the calls? Like, what is it?
They don't run no pick and rolls. They don't run no real sets or whatever. Their lineups is always. I feel like Ty just throw 5 guys out there and say, "All right, let's see if this works." And shit like this sometimes. Like it'd be like, one lineup. I was like, where you getting the offense from? Because you got to remember, Rondo is a good quarterback, but he can't shoot or whatever like that. So when you got him out there and Zubac. I think one time he had like 4 guys who can't create their own offense and Paul George. I'm like, really? This is what you're doing right now? Like, I'm super fucking bad like that or whatever. And then I feel like with the Jazz, Bogdanovich, he nice. And then like y'all said,
they got shooters, bro.
They got shooters.
That's why they take so many.
Remember, Ingles really come off the bench. You don't even start.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I was wondering when they started starting him. I was like, what the hell's going on? Why is he starting? Like
Conley, and then. They got, like you said, Jordan Clarkson, who got the best green light of everybody in the whole world. He's a shooter. So I don't know, man. Bad as I don't want to see the Jazz in the finals or Western Conference finals because it's like they just corny as shit or whatever. But I think the Clippers they just doomed to not ever make the Western Conference finals. I'm sorry.
They are the Clippers, man. It'd be nutty. This finals is gonna be boring too. Better believe it's either somebody gonna get smoked or it's gonna be like 2 boring ass teams.
You know what's crazy, yo? Like if let's say if it's the Clippers, if it is like the Jazz or whatever, or even the Suns, like especially the Jazz, like they say everybody need to have like a big 3 or big 2. They don't have that on the Jazz, and they still go to the West Conference Finals and shit like that on them. So it's crazy.
They're a good team.
Huh?
Got a good team.
They do, but they only got one guy that can go get you 30 whenever he wants to, or whatever like that. I mean, so that's different from what we've been used to. But speaking of that one guy, Donovan Mitchell, yo, is he now proven he's a top 10 player after these playoffs in the last couple playoffs?
Yo, you be jumping up the ladder, bro.
I mean, what?
You jumping up the ladder quick.
It's a question, bro.
I can't even. I'm just gonna say no. I can't even think of 10 right now. But I'm gonna say no. I think 10 is just too soon right now.
He gets no love, bro. That's crazy.
He gets love, but top 10. I mean, he's one of the best young players in the league, and everybody say he's young D Wade, but with a shot. I can see a lot of that, but I don't think he's top 10 right now. Like, I got to look at the top 10 real quick.
He's not better than Booker right now, and Booker's not in the top 10.
He's not better than Booker.
Yeah, we had an argument in my on Facebook yesterday because a lot of people got Mitchell over Booker, and they both are 2 guards.
To me, it's close. I mean, I'm not gonna. They're both not top 10, but it's close between them.
Wow.
What you say, 10, though?
You say no too?
No, he's not top 10 yet. Because that just proves my point. Devin Booker isn't even top 10 yet. But he not better than Devin Booker. So it's no way he gonna leapfrog him. Now he having a great playoff run. Don't get it twisted.
Not just this year. Last year he dropped 50-something 3 times. The first year he put out Russ, PG on his own and Carmelo or whatever like that. He be killing the playoffs. That team was
dysfunctional anyway. So them putting them out comes with an asterisk. Like they were dysfunctional.
But he was balling though. It was so.
He was. Why he don't play, and he does play well in the regular season. Top 10, it's just hard to do that, man. Like Luka just got in the top 10. How the hell do you think Mitchell Gray jump in the top 10? No way. I'm not giving that up.
His playoff average is like 29 points a game or something.
It is. He like top 10 all time right now in playoff averages. Like
Yeah.
But I just can't. I don't know. I just can't give it to him for some reason.
Yeah,
I
just looked at the top 10, bro. There's no way he's no way.
Okay.
Nah, I can't give it to him.
Yeah.
I can't give it to him. But look, if he takes the
crazy, I feel like that.
championship,
Yeah, he mad. First of all, he was the last pick in the All-Star game. This team had the best fucking record or whatever, which is crazy. Yeah. Y'all saying he not top 10. He gets no love at all. Or whatever.
He gets love, but
in
he's
Utah.
Nice. He's nice, but he can't be top 10, bro. He can't be top 10.
Okay, all right.
Look, if he take the Utah Jazz, let's just say he take them to the championship, we gonna revisit this. Like if he take this team to the championship,
I'm still looking at the list, and I don't know. I still don't think we're gonna revisit this conversation. He's still not gonna be top 10.
Wait, give me the list. What you got?
This recent list. Okay, I see Bron at number 1, KD 2, Kawhi 3. Who's 4? Giannis. 5, Embiid.
Yeah.
6, Nikola. 7, Anthony Davis. 8, James Harden. 9, Steph Curry. Come on.
Yeah, you are. That's enough.
10, 10 is Damian Lillard. 11 is Luka. Luka.
Yeah.
Come on. They even look. Who's at number 2? Who's number 12?
Top 15.
12. I mean, 12. He could replace 12. Number 12 is Jimmy Butler. He could replace 12.
He definitely better than Jimmy.
Definitely better.
Paul George. They said Paul George. You could put him above Paul George, but then
he definitely above Paul George.
Number 14, they got freaking Jason Tatum. I don't think he's better than Tatum.
He's better than Tatum.
No, he's not. You're crazy, bro.
He's better than Tatum.
Tatum is sometimes as fuck.
Nah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I might take Tatum off over him, bro.
I would take Tatum too, and it's crazy because Tatum has not had the same success as Mitchell.
I mean,
he kind of has.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
He went to 2 Eastern Conference championships, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he took Bron into 7 games when Kyrie got hurt and shit like that. Whatever.
Yeah. He was like young in that age too. Yeah.
But all right. I mean, I hear you. That list got Steph Curry at 9. That's ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
It was at that time. That was like March 1st. That's before he went on his crazy run.
Okay.
I mean, still, his all-time resume should have him higher.
They should, but they were just, I guess they're just talking about that
I got Steph over AD right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I got Steph over Joe, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Yo, this man got 2
right
3
now.
rings.
Right now,
Yeah, he's gonna break the record for 3-pointers made in history.
I know.
Like,
yeah. All right. I mean, okay, I agree with you. He's not top 10, but he's balling or whatever.
He's balling.
Yeah. He is like a young. I mean, scoring wise, Jeff was right. He is like a young D Wade. Scoring wise, but he don't get the assist and rebound D Wade.
Not enough.
Or
he got to do all the heavy lifting scoring. It's like nobody else to give the ball to, so he could rebound or.
And that's my other point I was going to make real quick. Going back to the series, that might be the Clippers. That might help the Clippers though, because unlike Luka, see when Luka drive, you don't know what he's going to do. He might pass or he might shoot. Luka had 45, but also 14 assists. Donovan is all shots. He's never looking to pass or whatever like that. Yeah. So that might help them because if they just know he's going to shoot regardless, then it can help them defensively. So we're going to see. But we'll see.
They'll put the claw on him soon. Like they going to have to.
They'll have an easier job with him than he did Luka's game because he's not as big as Luka. And again, Luka will pass the ball.
Yeah.
Where, like Toby said last night in the chat, Donovan is a jack, yo.
That's why they need Mike back. Mike Conley gonna come back, get the ball out of his hands, and gonna get him easier buckets.
He might come that hamstring might hold him out for a while, man.
Word, that hamstring is crazy.
And he what, 33, 32?
Yeah, you're up there, 33 at least, or whatever. He's a fake all-star this year, whatever. All right, so. For speaking of the other series, CP3 in the Western, they're up 1-0 against Denver. I think Phoenix going to win. What y'all think? Because we all think Phoenix going to win. If this year he do get him to the finals, what would that chip do for his legacy? You think, Jeff?
Wait, I mean, he got to win it, and I don't think he's going to win it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, Steph, it's crazy how Steph just came and just bumped CP3 like straight off the Mount Rushmore for point guards. Like, like CP3 was before him in the game, in the league, and now like Steph just surpassed him. So he's still gonna want to go down as one of the top 5 greatest point guard. He gonna go down like top 7 greatest point guards. Debatable. It depends who you ask, what you do. Greatest ever. The getting to the finals would be good for him. But if he win it, it's gonna take him to a whole nother planet. Like if he win it, I'm just saying if he win it. But you know what his history, man, his shoulder already banged up. You know, it's a lot of games left, and I don't know if he can make it there. But if he can get to the championship and win it, I'll put him top 5 for sure.
Okay. Kobe.
He's not winning the chip. I think he'll get there, but he's not.
He'll get there this year. Okay.
If he even he could. I think he's gonna get there. They're probably gonna end up beating Utah.
All right.
Conference finals. But I mean, if he did get there, I still think it helps him historically a little bit.
Me
I
too.
guess.
I think getting there does suck.
Because it's the Phoenix Suns. I mean, and he just came out of nowhere his first year there and took him to the chip. So definitely gonna help him out. I forgot where I ranked him that last time we did a ranking. CP3, but I think I had him in my top 5.
You might have had
him in my top 5. So still gonna be in top 5.
I don't think he could pass Magic, Steph, or Isaiah either way.
Yeah. So yeah, he wouldn't move that, but yeah, he's still gonna be top 5. He's still a great point guard. But it would just be nice to see him in the finals. We like, wow, after all these years, he got to the finals with the Suns of all teams.
Yeah. And he did it his way. He didn't go join nobody or nothing like that.
Yeah, I mean, he did join somebody. He joined Devin Booker, but I mean,
fuck out of here.
I get what you're saying. I mean, in fact, he joined a couple people. He did James already too, but we're not gonna get into CPT. He's our guy. But
he ain't told nobody this year.
Yeah.
Okay, Devin Booker.
But yeah, it would be nice to see him, even be in that position. So possibly.
I mean, it's crazy because him getting to the finals would just be one more game than he won when he was in Houston. Like
basically, yeah, that one game that he needed.
Think about it. It's just one more game he had.
But it's still going to the finals, though. It's a different.
I hear you. I mean, it's he gonna go down.
John Stockton went to the finals twice, so he got that above CP3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely back to back.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's that would be good. But that Toby got him beating the Jazz. Wow, that's interesting and whatnot. What y'all got him in this series? In 6 games or less?
Yes, like 6 games. Max.
Endeavor?
Max going 6.
I know one thing, Jay Crowder happy as hell. He got to go on LeBron this series. He's fucking loving this series right now.
Oh yeah, word, right? You really don't gotta zone in on anybody. But
nobody, yeah. He just like relax.
That's why I expect him to score more. Like I'm looking for more from him because he can stretch the floor.
He can stretch the floor. He got to really work on defense. I agree.
Exactly, and he's a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Interior, he gets rebounds if he wants to, and he can defend pretty solid. So I expect more from him. But the Suns, man, the NBA Finals, the West is all messed up, man. One loss. I mean, just none of all these small market teams.
All of us didn't believe in the Suns or Jazz early in the season. We
said they were
yeah. That's crazy. But they were 1 and 2 though, so we should have believed in them, I guess.
Context. Lakers might not lose if AD healthy. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So you got to take that into context. And who did the Jazz play the first round? The Grizzlies.
Grizzlies, yeah. But they would have played. But they would have played the Warriors had not that play-in shit or whatever like that.
Yeah,
so I feel like that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me interrupt. I never said the Jazz were fool's gold.
You did.
But the Suns, they would have lost if the Lakers were healthy. But they did something else. But the Jazz, come on, go take, man. Go back.
I'm watching tonight. Better believe it.
I definitely had them in the Western Conference Finals.
I think he did have the Jazz and the Suns. Yeah, definitely. If AD was healthy, that's all they really needed, or whatever like that. They would have changed it. But I think it would have went 7 still if CP was healthy. So that would have been a series or whatever
that's
like that.
Point.
But yeah, I'm with you. This is a crazy ass playoff, Jeff. Like I can't believe this shit. I mean, I'm watching every night, like tough or whatever like that. But I'm telling you, if I get the Jazz Suns West Conference Finals, I mean, I watch this.
The NBA is loving it, bro. The NBA is loving it. They need a small market build up.
They do, but if you get Jazz Conference West Conference Finals, ratings gonna be horrible. I'm telling you right now.
They are. That's sad though.
Nobody's watching that shit. And low key, I'm gonna get to that later on or whatever like that. So my next question was, I'm right here. Why did they? Have we seen enough from the Sixers to show they can go to the finals?
No, they're not showing me enough. Last night, I know they won in a double-digit fashion, but it was too close the first 3 quarters. Like, it was like a 1-point game going into the 4th. And again, they came out so red hot, and that's why I say, like, they're going to wear the starters down. You know what I'm saying? Because the bench really didn't come alive to the fourth. So they rolled the starters for these 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was a good idea. I just think they got to mix it up, but the bench isn't sufficient enough. They're not going to get to the finals because nobody can beat the Brooklyn Nets in the East, man. And damn, don't let alone get James Harden a little bit healthy to be able to play on the hamstring. It's over, man. It's no way that Sixers are going to the finals. Joe needs a little bummed up. Ben had what, 4 points last night? Maybe less. Maybe like 6.
And nobody, I told you, nobody would mention it that he only had 4 points. He gets away with it.
Tobias had 16 in the first quarter, only ended up with 22.
I know I said 26. Yeah, 22.
That's terrible, man. Like, come on, bro. So I just don't think they got enough firepower. I don't know. Something up with Doc, man. Doc just, I don't know. His little lineups are a little bad. Because like I said, I was watching the Tube yesterday morning, and one of the guys on another show was basically saying, oh, he's got to not play that all bench lineup ending of the first, going into the second. And he did change it up, but he left Tobias Harris out there. And he's not really a killer when he's on the court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got off hot early, and I attribute it to Solomon Hill catching that elbow from Embiid, having to go out the game. So he only played 5 minutes in the first half, and Harris went off when he was gone. So again, it's a lot of other factors, and I just don't have faith in the Sixers that they can like put a team like the Brooklyn Nets away.
What do you think, Toby? Your boy, your Sixers, man.
I mean, I said no. Ben Simmons. I'm gonna get to Ben Simmons, but Tobias Harris did something like this against the Wizards. Game 1, I was at the game. He had 28 points in the first half. Ended up with 36 points. This was not surprising to me at all. But we're not gonna do it because we don't have enough scores. We have Embiid. He's gonna get his 40, but come on. Ben Simmons has 4 points. This is unacceptable. And the fact that Robbie and Jordan just be like, oh, like they'll talk about his 7 assists. We get it. But 4 points is terrible. Like, do you guys understand he went 2 for 3 in a playoff game? Like, this is not gonna win you the chip. Like, imagine playing against Brooklyn and you're scoring 4 points. Do you think you're gonna win? Like, Embiid probably is gonna have to get 60 that game. And Tobias Harris, Danny Green. I like the team. But I just feel like Ben needs to be a scorer, you know? That's the only way they're going to have a chance. Ben needs to be a scorer. And he's not a scorer. He always proves that he's not a scorer. He took 3 shots the entire game.
That's great.
Almost everybody took more shots than him. Everybody that started took more shots than him. Shake Milton took more shots than him.
It is bad to be an all-star once again. Last 2-3 years. And getting 4 points in a playoff game is just, and he's the only all-star I know get away with that shit. Like nobody talks about it. It's like, oh, whatever. He had a score or whatever. It's cool. Like, that's crazy.
It's terrible, but yeah, they're not beating the Nets with this.
He's becoming Draymond Green and shit.
Yeah, no. That's all I was about to tell you, like Draymond Green like numbers. This is literally Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond 4 points, 7 assists, 5
buckets.
But he's a hell of a defender, bro. Like, he is a hell of a defender. Putting him on fucking Trae Young, him and Thibault was very, very smart for Doc. I'm opposite, man. I feel like the way, first of all, I don't know if the Nets going to get there, but if the Nets do get there, whatever like that, and B not going to play with him like Brooke and Giannis. Blake going to punish him inside, bro. And Blake, they might have Blake on Embiid barbecue chicken or whatever like that.
Yeah,
definitely. So that's not gonna work or whatever like that. Now, I ain't talking about Ben, all this fucking, he got all these post moves and shit. I don't know what the fuck Jerk
Jordan gotta be stopped, bro. That was crazy. Post moves? Are you kidding me? He has 4 points. He's not doing.
And he said he was saving those post moves for this series. Like, yo, he's saving.
He's gonna do it against Brooklyn,
man, bro.
But the post moves that be cracking up, but I think I understand what Ben is. I've been telling you this for 4 years, whatever like that. But now I will put Ben on KD all night or whatever like that, and just say get up in him the whole night or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And then when he go out, I'm throwing Thibault on him. We're going back and forth. Okay, Ben and Thibault, and whatnot. I think I'll punish him inside. I think I get enough from Harris, but y'all forgetting about Seth. Seth be shooting his ass off, bro. Right. Like, and because of Embiid, they be open threes. Now Danny Green, he's washed or whatever like that. But Seth, Seth be shooting, and if Shake can keep going like he's been playing, I think Toby Sixers can win the chip, yo. Whatever.
What?
Like because
If we get to the
Danny Green had a better
Brooklyn, I just
game
don't see
than
how they
Ben
can beat
Simmons.
Brooklyn.
huh?
Danny
What
Green had a better game than Ben Simmons.
I worry about that defensively, Vince. But if they get past, first of all, if they get past Brooklyn, they're gonna win the chip because there's nobody in the West that can beat them now, or whatever.
If they get back Brooklyn, of course, I'm gonna pick them to win the chip. But
right.
Brooklyn's in the way. You know, they have to show me. I have to see it against Brooklyn. You actually have to see them do it against Brooklyn. You have to see them score and actually stop Brooklyn from scoring consistently to the point where they have the lead and it's convincing. Like, okay, they're gonna beat Brooklyn. I just don't see it, man.
Brooklyn can definitely make more shots, but they gonna have B got to put the whole team in foul trouble. That's what's gonna happen or whatever like that.
Yeah, because they could throw Brown on Seth Curry, right? They could throw Brown on Seth Curry and then let the rest figure itself out. Because Seth the only other scorer that's happening right now, consistently.
But Tobias be getting buckets. What you talking
about?
But Tobias and KD, or it's gonna cancel out. KD going out. He's gonna have more points than him. He's gonna have a better game than him. It's gonna overshadow it.
I don't know. I just feel like, well, first of all, I need tickets to go to the finals for my bet. But at the same time, whatever. I don't think James gonna be healthy enough. That's my biggest problem. Now, if they had James, I was all for the Nets to beat the Sixers. But without James, I could see the holes in the Nets, but that the Bucks won't exploit. Hopefully, Doc will exploit and whatnot, and that's why you can get them there and whatnot if they get it that far. James is key for them to beat the Sixers. They could beat the Bucks maybe without James, but James is,
Jeff Green coming back is going to be key too if he comes back.
I mean, he'll help him, but not versus Embiid though, or whatever. He might be. They probably put him on Giannis though, because Giannis gonna take all these jump shots and shit, or whatever like that. So they can put him on Giannis, but not versus Embiid, or whatever.
I don't think Embiid gonna be able to play that.
Embiid doing to Capella. Like right now, shit like that. Like,
Capella dunked on the beat last night, real nasty. Like,
okay, the beat dunked on him too. What you talking about?
I don't know. All right, whatever. But yes,
he literally be throwing people away.
I'm not a Sixers fan, but I always loved Embiid. I just been like Ben,
will he hold up his health? Embiid
again? No, you're right. This is all saying he's healthy. If he's not healthy, then.
He's looking good though. It's crazy. His knee, it might not be that serious, hopefully not the way he's playing and stuff.
He might need a surgery, off-season surgery or something like that. Yeah. But if
that technical foul he got against Gallinari, like Gallinari was getting picked up off the ground. Yeah. Like he was really out of pocket for that.
Yeah,
bro.
He was.
Come on, man. So I mean, again, teams can get in his head like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his play is outstanding, but is he going to be able to control himself? I mean,
Ben gonna have to work harder against KD than Trae Young. Like KD got that height, and KD got mad moves and shit like that, whatever. So you can do this shit to Trae a little bit, but I feel like if Doctor say Ben, look, I'm good. What you doing on offense? Just defend. I think Ben can lock in or whatever. That's real shit, or whatever. So that's my opinion. But we're gonna say anyway. Talk about the Blazers, man. Blazers and the next coach they trying to get. Jason Kidd took his name out the hat. So I mean, should they? I mean, they need a coach anyway. But should Dame act out? Should they just? I mean, who would you hire to help him out or whatever like that?
It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't even know like who's out there to really be like, yo, this is a good guy. Because again, Dame is at a point where he need a coach that's going to elevate him. Maybe Dame need to start passing the ball more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Dame need more assists because we've seen players come in the league who just can predominantly score, like heavy load of scoring, right? And their games don't elevate until they become more of a distributor and trust their teammates. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Dame needs that. And I don't really know. Jason Kidd would have been a really good fit, but you know what? No, but Jason Kidd was probably the best fit. A pass first point guard that you're going to put with a scoring guard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jason Kidd could elevate McCollum, but I think without this, I think with Stotts going and Jason Kidd saying no, I think Dame should ask for out and just say, look, let's just cut this out because there's not enough pieces to trade to get him like another bona fide superstar.
But there's also not enough pieces for somebody to trade to get him even or whatever on the other side of that.
McCollum? For Dame?
No. Oh, for Dame. Yeah. I mean, if I'm the Bucks, you can have Middleton. you can have the team, whatever, like that, motherfucking Dame and shit like that.
But that takes away from the defensive end.
So what?
He a liability defensively.
So who?
Dame.
What? I don't give it.
I would do it too. Dame
Right.
and Giannis.
Yeah, I'm doing it,
I
right?
would have to trade. You know, you definitely gotta get rid of Chris and Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
Maybe some other couple players and some picks or whatever you gotta do, some money. But
I'm doing it.
that's gonna be a problem still because it's Dame. I mean,
Right. That's
Two
what I'm
players
saying.
that never been nowhere. Like, come on, bro.
So what?
Like,
I mean,
you gotta have
they don't
somebody
go
show
somewhere
him how to
together.
get where he gotta go, bro. He ain't never been there. You gotta have somebody show him how to get where he gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
He's
I
not.
think that's true for for both of them. They never been to the actual chip.
Yeah, or even to the finals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Giannis gets
listen.
to the East, but then he go home.
I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, I would do it. That's all I'm saying. Whatever. So
It looked good on paper and to sell tickets, but again, like I said, they need to be somewhere with a strategy, man. Like being in Portland, look the stats. I don't believe they kept him for 9 years, man.
I know that's a
9
long time.
years.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's a long ass time, bro.
That's a long time, and only went to one Western Conference Finals.
It's
like,
Portland's is their ownership fault. First of all, once they lost to the Warriors and they didn't have KD, that was it right there. You should have blew it up.
Yeah.
Now they waited way too long. Now Dame is older, and now like what's going on now? Like,
and nobody wants CJ now. So they should have traded
nobody
nobody.
wants CJ.
Yeah.
Weren't they up on the Warriors like 2-0?
No, they got swept.
They got swept.
But like every game they was blowing them out, wasn't they? And the Warriors
yeah,
coming back. Okay.
I always remember that shit. It don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, man.
It was no KD. I remember that shit.
No KD, everybody, and they were blowing them out, and then every game, come back.
Well, we should have known better anyway, because we know Stephen Clay better than Dame and CJ. Like, we should have known better.
Yeah, we should have knew better. But it's like it was actually winning. They could never close any game out. No games.
Man, so what about a coach for them? Like I asked, what do you think, Toby?
A coach. We'll get Mike Jackson. It's like, nah. I mean, why not? Yeah, why not Mike Jackson? I mean, I don't know who's really out there. Bud is gonna be out there, but I doubt they're gonna want Bud. I mean, he does.
I like the Mark Jackson idea.
But yeah, Mark Jackson. I mean, I don't even agree with them firing. Oh no, I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking about the Hawks. The Hawks somebody fired Nate McMillan. He would have been a good coach.
Indiana when they fired
Indiana, fired him. He would have been a good.
And then they just fired their coach.
Indiana's ridiculous. That's not. That don't make no damn sense. But yeah, Mark Jackson.
That's who the Nets need to try to get next year. What's the boy, the center, from Indiana or whatever?
Oh, Miles. Yeah, I heard a couple teams are trying to get him.
Yeah, Nets need him.
I think at him. Come on, man, stop it. They don't need him.
For defense, they do.
It's gonna be super game over. What's wrong with you, man?
And then he can shoot a 3 too.
And he can
they need him for. They need it for defensive purpose. They need inside presence or whatever. DeAndre's 90 years old.
You gotta trade Dinwiddie. Change Dinwiddie.
I would do that shit. I would do that shit in a heartbeat.
Blake, Claxton.
No need all that shit. For Turner, no gotta trade all that.
I'm taking a shooter. You know what? Give me what's the name of the Joe Harris, Blake.
They should just trade James Harden for all that.
They're not gonna trade James Harden.
Nah.
But
I would give him Dinwiddie and Claxton. That's true. Dinwiddie and Claxton.
Nah,
you get Harris.
How you gonna keep Harris but give up Dinwiddie?
I need both of them. I'm gonna take both of them.
Mike said keep Harris, right?
Yeah,
you want to keep Harris. Because, I mean, Harris starts.
Harris before I get rid of Dinwiddie.
Harris a 50% fucking 3-point shooter.
That's all he can do, man.
Listen, but they be cash and they can be open because you got KD and Kyrie Harden. I'm keep back. Toby crazy. He want Harris.
That's all I'm making that trade. I'm not about to make them super unbeatable. Like, come on.
Yeah, I need Harris.
Too much. I'm gonna need both of them and a pick for Miles Turner, maybe a pick too.
And some cash.
I'll be a greedy ass DM. Like, how I'm about to go crazy.
Anyway, I like Sam Cassell still, and also like maybe Chauncey Billups for them or whatever. I think a point guard, to your point, Jeff, Chauncey Billups or Sam Cassell could help Dame maybe a better point guard. That's why I like them as the next game coach. I don't think Dame is going to go nowhere, to be honest with you. I think he should possibly, but I don't know who got enough or where he can go that will really change his fortune or whatever. maybe Miami. They got a lot of pieces or whatever like that. But I don't know if him and Jimmy can work together, stuff like that. And Bam. So I don't really know. I think Dame might chill, but I think that they can make him better. Now, CJ, I would have been left, got rid of him or whatever like that. See, I'm packaging CJ and Nurkic and trying to get Dame a better player. That's what I'm trying to do or whatever like that. So
yeah, that's a good idea. Karl-Anthony Towns supposedly.
correct. I'm doing something like
I don't like Karl-Anthony Towns. He ain't never won nothing either. What are you gonna bring to
He hasn't.
He's better
but you
than
gotta
CJ
trade for
and
somebody.
Nurkic.
You're not gonna trade CJ and Nurkic and get somebody that's gonna lead Dame or tell Dame how to
correct.
Yes. It's not about leading Dame, but it's got to be somebody that you can like. Damn, Cat Towns ain't even been to the playoffs in years.
All right, so who would you trade him for if you had you?
Cat got talent, bro.
Yo, this is what I feel like. If Dame is gonna go, he might as well go join a super team. Like hell with it. You might as well, because either way, you're gonna be still stuck in the mud doing the same shit. You bringing new players in that never really done anything, so you trying to carry them now. Like, no, he been carrying enough.
I don't want to see Dame become like just a part of the team, getting me 18 points a game and shit like that. Like I like Dame.
He ain't gonna give you no 18.
He's not gonna give you no 18. He's gonna give you bucket.
He's gonna knock somebody down to the third wheel.
I mean, most likely he's gonna be first or second automatically. Whatever team.
I would trade Dame right to the Clippers, bro. If I was the Clippers, I'd go get Dame and put him next to Kawhi, and we can run it right back and get rid of PG. Yeah. Get rid of Man. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll give you PG. Zubac, man, all that
picks, and go get Dame, because Dame is the type of killer Kawhi need, because that way Kawhi could rest, because he played both sides, and Dame will go off for his 30.
I would do that. Yeah. I would.
And Ty Lue there. I know he's not a great point guard. He wasn't a great point guard in his playing days, but he's a point guard minded coach.
And Billups,
that's actually a perfect scenario. Exactly. And Billups, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. That's true. You heard when Shannon Sharp said he'll trade Kristaps Porzingis for 10 Kit Kats.
I didn't hear that. I would get rid of him too. I don't know. I wish Jordan was on here so I could understand why he was defending him. Like,
he's so.
He doesn't get enough touches.
I would give a fuck how many touches he got, bro. He is
bro. He didn't do anything with any of the. He shot threes with all his touches, bro. That's
hold up, bro. Mike, you can't say that about Porzingis, but then say Paul George need more touches.
Because I've seen Paul George.
And we've seen Porzingis play too at a high level in New York.
I mean, listen, but okay, I get your point, but I'm just saying Porzingis also 7'3". He don't go down low. Like they don't really need fucking Boban if Porzingis can play center and be a stretch 5 or something like that, or whatever like that. Like he makes it harder for them, so they keep him in the corner and shit like that because they can't keep him in the because like that's he don't and like if they have Paul George on him. Paul George 6'8". Why you not posting him up and shit like that or whatever like that? So I would trade KP, man. I'm sorry, yo. And he always injured. Him and AD and fucking and B got like a resort together and shit. They always injured that. They just be chilling and shit. And it's like a timeshare. It's like a timeshare and shit, and they take turns and shit. Whatever.
Yeah. That timeshare is a 7-foot softy island. Yeah. Right. That's terrible, man. But I do think he need to get more touches, though. I mean, I kind of agree with his ruffle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Doncic is so great. Like, how do you take the ball out of his hand? But I think you can see a better balance if you give Porzingis more touches, maybe run some offense to him. Do.
Okay, I hear you, but okay, if they do that, they gotta. I mean, listen, the times where Porzingis was out for 5 minutes, they'll lose the whole league. Doncic or whatever like that. They'll lose the whole league. I feel like that's the moment he got to take over. Like, all right, he out. Give me the rock. I'm gonna go get you 5 or 6 buckets or whatever real quick while he out. I feel like he don't just demand the ball or something like that. Like he just, I don't know. Right. I like listen, and they about to lose Tim Hardaway because he don't want to be.
They should. He ain't that great since he got that money.
Somebody better pay him OD. He's a solid role player. That's it.
Yeah, he's Harrison Barnes 2.0 with no defense.
No defense.
He definitely got no defense.
Let him go, man. Like, and they paying him big money to do that.
Nah, not yet. He about to try to get big money now or whatever. He get regular.
And then him and Dorian Finney-Smith, they similar. I like Dorian Finney-Smith on the defensive end, but his offensive game ain't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and maybe getting rid of Hardaway might give him more touches. But then Porzingis will still be upset. But I do think Porzingis need more grabs.
All right, we're gonna see what they do. And speaking of who needs to do what more, last question is, what moves do the Lakers need to make? You think, Toby? Because you're a pseudo Lakers fan.
They got to get a third scorer. I feel like a reliable third scorer.
All-star or just like a?
He has to be an all-star level type of player that could be a getter when it comes to buckets. He could sometimes be. I mean, he's gonna be third, but sometimes he could be two. You know, maybe sometimes he'll score more than Bron. They need a third person. They didn't have a reliable third person all year. We thought it was gonna be Dennis. Dennis had a couple good games in the Alls, but then he was just trash after that. They gotta keep THT unless he's gonna be traded for somebody elite. But keep him. He has a lot of potential. When he came into the game, he was aggressive, unlike other people. Let go of a lot of the bums like Wes Matthews. I mean,
he's a bum.
They just have a lot of non-shooters. They gotta get some shooters. I heard about them trying to get. Oh yeah, you remember you were talking about Miles Turner. That's somebody that. But supposedly they want to keep Drummond, so I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know why they love Drummond so much.
I don't know either. They love Drummond and shit like that.
Don't know why he's trash. Miles Turner's better. And then supposedly like Doug McDermott. Doug McDermott is a better shooting Kuzma. Kuzma shoots, he bricks. Doug McDermott shoot, he makes it. He has some couple of games. So like they need more shooters. They have absolutely everybody on that team was shooting bad in the playoffs. Like everybody was below 35%. Or even lower than that. Brown shot the best, I think, out of all of them, and everybody was below 29%. But they need to get some shooters. They need rest.
Do you pay shooters or no?
Unless it's in a sign and trade. Realistically, I'm not. What are you paying shooter? Didn't he deny $20 million? Like
he denied $84 million. He won 100.
Be like, come on, he's not getting that type of money from the Lakers. I know somebody's gonna pay him that money, but it won't be the Lakers because obviously he showed that the lights were too bright. You know, when it comes to playing with certain players and playing on certain teams, not everybody's built for it.
He was hurt too a little bit.
Like Magic said.
He wasn't hurt. He had COVID, I thought.
Yeah, they say he had COVID. He probably still wasn't himself after, but he had some good games that series, like some 20-point games where they won. That he just was horrible after that. So like Magic said, not everybody's built for the Laker life. You know, it happens.
Okay. And it's crazy. I think Schroeder is built for the Laker life, but he ain't $100 million worth of it.
Yeah,
like not at all. And Mike, you've been said this actually earlier in the season. Having Schroeder takes Brown off the ball, so that defeats the whole purpose of Brown going to that point guard thing when they won the year before, last year. So I think they do need a real good serviceable three. It kills me to say this, but then I know it won't happen. But they really need a Tobias Harris kind of guy, like somebody that can give you 20 a game that you can count on. Like Tobias Harris isn't outstanding, but between him and AD,
like Chris Middleton, Tobias Harris type dude.
Yeah, something of that magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you can give the ball, get 20 points, move Brown back to the point guard position. So what I think they should do is maybe do a sign and trade with Schroeder. Maybe sign Schroeder to the money, trade him to another team, get a bunch of pieces because they need some shooting and some youth. Like they really kind of old. I mean, you got Brown, you got AD, Drummond's getting up there on the bench. I mean, Schroeder's kind of old
28. Too. He just look old.
Yeah, he's getting up there. That's what I said. His game is definitely gone.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a rehab project for the Lakers. Maybe they're trying to make him look better and then trade him next season, like thinking they could boost his value up real quick.
They got to sign him. He ain't got no contract. He got a ball. He bought out. Remember?
Oh man,
they got to sign him.
They got to give him minimum money, man. He's terrible.
Minimum.
I mean, minimum. He's terrible. He already made $100 million. He good.
Bro, he stole a whole bunch of money, bro. He's good. He better be signing the minimum right next year.
But they definitely need some sort of small forward scoring presence, no matter what the case is. And hell, it'd be good to maybe even also pick up like it may not happen, like a Robert Covington type of player, a 3-and-D. Somebody where Brown ain't got to guard the best defender, but then that person could go spot up and get 3-pointers so Brown could, get him the rhythm. So I definitely look forward to that. And yeah, maybe they need to add a center. They let Dwight go. That was just, oh man, they regret that. I know they do, man. Jamel agreed.
Who you getting rid of though, Jeff?
Who I'm getting rid of? I'm getting rid of Matthews, Kuzma, Caruso. Like, I'm clearing house, bro. We started from scratch.
I'm keeping Caruso. I love Caruso.
I'm not keeping Caruso because you know what? He's too streaky. And then he's good when he's good, but he has some very bad, like MIA games. And you need somebody to come off the bench and hold the point guard position down when Brian go out. TNT is going to be a good. I don't know if he's a small forward or shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely. I could see him going into the starting lineup next year. I don't really see a problem with that. I mean, why not? Like, make him go.
Yeah, he's good, but he's also he's just young. That's all. I'll bring him off the bench for instant. He'd be a sixth man to me. Instant spark or whatever.
Instant offense.
Yeah, instant offense. Just give him a green light like Clarkson. But listen, you can do whatever you want to. Shoot the ball. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, you know what
but
I mean?
Definitely Schroeder got to go. Drummond got to go unless he's staying for really low money, because he doesn't even fit in their offensive scheme of things. You know, I'm sad. Kuzma probably got to go too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But who's gonna take on Kuzma? And they just gave him that deal last year, right? Or this year. It's not a crazy deal, but still, like, so if they can package Schroeder and Kuzma in a trade, maybe, like I said, get a scoring 3 and D, a scoring 3.
I tell you what, this year, Rob Pelinka's gonna have to earn his paycheck. He got to do some work this summer. He's gonna have to figure out how to move pieces, make the money work to bring the right pieces back. Last year, whatever like that, he got a little, reprieve. You know what I mean? He got the White, he got JaVale on low contracts or whatever. Danny Green. But this year, he's gonna have to do some work. I do feel like that. I mean, they might get Drummond to take a low, not minimum. He probably take like maybe 10, 15 million, maybe, or whatever like that. And he might stay. But again, he only gives 25 minutes a game max or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got to put money in AD's trainer. That's what they got to put money into.
Brian need to be inviting him over right now. Like, look, bro, let me get you in this chamber right now, yo. Hyperbaric chamber. We're going to get you right.
Yeah, because AD got a huge contract and his ass stay hurt or whatever like that. So we can't have that. I do like THT. I like Caruso. I like the energy that he brings there. So I'm keeping him, bro. But Kuz should have been gone. Or whatever like that. So he definitely told you that shit. Kuz got to go. And he's never gonna be good. I don't care what you say, Jeff, or whatever. Kuz got to go.
Even if he's good, he's not good enough right now. So that's if he's
right now,
in the future. Because
he's
like I said,
5 years in.
But he's how old? Regardless,
True.
If he gets good later, which could possibly happen, just not good right now. You're seeing what you're seeing. He's not good enough right now.
Or like you said, maybe he need to change the scenery. Maybe LA ain't it for him. He probably go to another team.
I was hearing like Sacramento for Buddy Hield. That'll be tough.
First of all, if they do that trade, fucking Luke Walton should be fired just finding the energy of it, shit like that. Because that's crazy.
I don't think it'll only be Buddy Hield. It'll probably be like Kuzma and something else for Buddy Hield.
Kuzma, not Schroeder. No.
Not Schroeder. No. It gotta be somebody else, maybe another pick.
KCP.
Oh yeah, you know what? He was hurt. Was he hurt this offseason or what?
He was hurt.
KCP too. He was hurt. Yeah.
He's already earned his money though. He made what? $12 million the first year, $14 million the second year. Like, he's got paid already. I think we can move on from him, man. I think we can. For real.
I like his defense.
I'm saying we like it's my team, but
I like his defense. I like what he do, man. I'm keeping KCP, keeping Bron, keeping AD. Anybody else can go, as I look at it, or whatever. Like that.
Okay.
So
that's not bad.
I wouldn't be too upset about Schroeder or whatever like that, but he's got to be more consistent, for me. He's actually not bad or whatever. He's kind of low key faster than I thought he was actually or whatever. So, but
him on the ball and Brown off, it defeats the whole having Brown thing.
He should have came off the bench. That would have been crazy.
He didn't want that. He said that was in his contract.
It would have been better for the team. Like Brown would have been point guard. You would have started somebody else, and then Schroeder come off the bench with Trez, like it was supposed to be.
Oh, that's another player they got dumped too. They got dumped Trez.
Oh yeah, Trez. I told you, man. Trez was a waste of time.
Dump Trez, bro.
No, they didn't use him right. They didn't use Trez. Trez could have played some.
He ain't got no jumper.
No jumper.
He's 6'7" and he got no jumper and he gets killed on defense.
Yes, exactly. That's why the Clippers got rid of his ass.
I'm still on the Trez. I think he just need to be in the right. You got to put him in the right positions. He definitely could have played against the Suns.
AD don't want to play the 5, so you can't put him next to him.
Huh?
AD don't want to play the 5, so you can't run the AD Trez lineup up front.
Yeah, I mean,
only thing Trez works at is just like he did with the Clippers, off the bench and let him score against second unit. That's all he really do, or whatever. But with
Yeah,
the
man.
first unit, he's a waste of time. Because again, he got no jumper, like Jeff said. He's 6'7", but he can't. He's just undersized in this NBA. And like Draymond 6'7", but Draymond can defend at least, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he does more, and he can pass. Drummond does none of that. I mean, Trez does none of that shit, or whatever, like that. Like, yo, it's the reason why Trez got no deals around the whole league, whatever, and was sixth man of the year and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
he's gonna
I'm
be out
good
of the
with it.
league.
Supposedly the Hornets wanted him though, right, Jeff?
Stop disrespecting me, G. We got Melo, bro.
I swear,
We got
I saw
Melo,
that.
bro. Don't be shocked. We 5'6" next year. Don't be shocked,
I'm pretty sure they still wanted him, bro. He's a good big. I got Cody Zeller.
bro, man. It don't matter. We gonna clean house. We got Melo, man. We got PJ Washington. We got Bridges. We got Melo. We got Rozier. We got
What about Rozier?
the
They got to trade him. They got a lot of guards. Y'all heard the Lakers might try to go after Devontae Graham or whatever his name is.
Nah, he gonna stay.
Yeah.
They can have Rozier though.
Rozier.
I'll take him off the bench, Scary Terry.
Yeah. They can have Rozier off the bench because he take the ball out of Melo hands, and that's a no go.
Yeah, I'll take him, but I don't like PJ Washington though. But yo, I just don't like him.
I mean, he remind me of if he can evolve like Rui Hachimura, same kind of size, was more stiff a little bit too, but Hachimura kind of evolved this year.
You know who he remind me of? Crazy shit. PJ Washington remind me of PJ Brown. Back in the day, like that, like on some real shit though. They remind me. They remember PJ Brown. Y'all had PJ Brown, didn't y'all?
Yeah.
PJ Brown.
Yeah. So did the Celtics when he won the chip.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, man. But hey, that's our show, man. Quick little show, like I said. Gonna keep these guys all night. Playoff games are on, which we're about to go watch. We appreciate y'all watching. Any last words, fellas, about these playoffs?
Man. We'll see what's up. We'll be back in a week.
4, man. That's a 4.
Next week, man. All right, man. We'll see y'all later. For that,
he said next week 4. Crazy, yo.
All right. Bye, fellas.